What's good, YouTube? Welcome to the channel. This is TJK Creative. I am Tyler. This is The Little Mermaid. It's a spoiler review. There's not too much to spoil, but there is going to be some spoilers, technically. This is the review. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Get in the comments. Hate on me. Agree with me. Just let me know what you think. I do care, but I don't care if you want to go in there. Hey, do whatever you want. Because I know there's a lot of controversy on The Little Mermaid. That's why I'm saying that. But this is it. I've been waiting a long time for this. Just as long, as everybody else been waiting. Let's be real. When it got announced, that's when I was waiting. Other than that, I couldn't have waited for something I didn't know was coming out. But I've been waiting a long time for this. I love The Little Mermaid original. That's top 3 Disney animated movies for me. Might even be number 1. But Halle Bailey, I don't know which way you say it, but I'm going to say Halle Bailey. Her performance in this was absolutely amazing. And I was a hater right at first. I was a hater. I truly was. But when I first saw that first teaser, I was sold. I was ready. I was like, okay, I need this. Right now, I need it. And here we are. Finally saw it. This movie is amazing. Halle Bailey knocks it out of the actual park. She knocks it out of this world. Especially when she loses her voice. I feel like that's when she really... besides her singing is fantastic. But when she loses her voice in this movie, spoiler, just the way her body was emoting, her body language, her facial emotions, just the way she would run up to there's like this scene where they go to like this market, just the way she would like run up to like a stand with so much innocence and joy and wonder. It was just really beautiful, the way she would just be able to show that with her body language and her face. It's really good acting, and she's like, I think she's like just starting to act too, so she's really like a musician. So for her to step into this acting world and do that good, really interested in seeing her upcoming movies. But yeah, Halle Bailey, great. Little Mermaid, she almost sounded like the original Ariel too. That's in a good chunk of the dialogue. And hey, the original Ariel's in this movie, in a scene. You'll know when you see it. But she sounded like Ariel sometimes. It was crazy. It's crazy. I really sometimes people don't believe auditions happen. And they don't believe, they think people just get picked because they get picked. I really believe when they saw her audition tape, I really believe that they was like, okay, that's it. I could believe it at this point. And I know she had people on the house, helping her get seen and put in positions, but it is what it is. Ursula, Melissa McCarthy, you did fantastic. Perfection on the casting. She can sing a little bit. I didn't think she'd be able to sing, but she was singing just as good as, damn near as good as the original Ursula. She had a lot of energy and just evilness in her music with her song. Great. Not much to say. Like, she did a great job. She looked just like Ursula, sounded just as good. And yeah, she was evil and sneaky and all that. King Trident, or the King, Javier Bardem, I didn't really like his accent too much. I don't know. It was almost hard to even know what he was saying at a couple of lines. But it's, I really liked the effect they did on his voice when he would like yell, Sebastian! And Sebastian's like, I don't know, a mile away. And it would just be so loud and thunderous. But it could have been the theater too, helping with that, and the bass in the theater. But besides that, though, I really didn't care for him. But there is a scene at the end of the movie which I liked with him. I guess I'll say this now, since I'm just going by character. There's the scene at the end when Ariel and Prince Eric get married, and he's like giving his final like approval of it, even though he's already approved of it because he gave her her legs. But It's just a really cool scene where he tells her daughter, like, I'll be here for you for always, and so will them. And you see all the other mermaids come out of the water and kind of kick it with the humans at the shore. I like that change a lot. That they're just doing more, part of your world. They're really making it more of a theme for the movie, for the whole sea world and the human world above. It really felt like that came full circle. Like, not only is Ariel part of their world, now everyone else is part of their world, and sea life, the above world, is part of their world. Everybody finally coming together, and that really like shined through at that moment at the end. I loved it. That was like it was such a it's a quick scene. It's the ending of the movie, so it's not there for too long, but it was really powerful in general. Just to bring both worlds together, that was really nice touch. Prince Eric, he had his own song in this movie. Same with Scuttle. Prince, he was. I mean, it wasn't like he was the best singer in the world, but I'm not a singer, so who am I to judge? But then we're the ones that judge the singers because we're the consumer of it. I get it, but he was all right. The song, I do like the song in general. That song didn't pause the movie for me. It helped it flow still, because these musicals, the music has a lot of dialogue in it to push the story forward or give the backstory or whatever. They usually have a lot of good lyrics in there to enhance the story itself. And his song did that. It enhanced his character a lot and his story. His character, there's a lot more with this character. He's not just the cute guy on the surface anymore in this movie. He has like a whole story. He was lost at sea through a shipwreck, found and adopted by the king and queen. Now he's the prince. There's you see how he's like, he wants to get down and dirty with the people. He wants to get on these boats and go reconnect with the world and bring more resources to his home and be a better prince in that way. He's not just sitting on a chair all day getting fed grapes. It really shows the work he puts in, and just the difference in his character, like how they give him character. I really like that in this movie. He's not just some guy that Ariel sees for the first. Like in the original, it's like Ariel just sees a guy and she's like, all right, that one, I want that one. This movie, I feel them falling in love. I just feel it more in this movie. It's because the first movie is only an hour and 20-some minutes. It's really just so simple. It's boy sees girl, girl sees boy, blah, blah, blah. And it just, it's kind of over. This one has a lot in there. It's like it's 2 hours 15, 2 hours 10. I don't know. It's over 2 hours. So they have a lot to play with in this movie story. A lot of time to be had between Ariel and Eric, and they give you the time to really feel the connection grow in more of an organic way, because in this movie, Ursula slips in this special thing into her spell where she says, now sing! I don't know where she did it or what, but she says she did it where Ariel can't remember that she needs to get a kiss or that there's like a deadline. She doesn't really remember anything. She's just there, and she happens to, fall in love and like Eric. And I like that a lot better. I like that a lot better. That it's more organic and not just telling me that, you could see a guy on sea and get married the next day for absolutely no reason other than that he's a human guy and you're seeing him for the first time and you're so infatuated with the above world that it doesn't even matter. I feel like she could have saw anybody I feel like, and fell in love with the first guy she saw. That's what it feels like. But maybe that's just me, but in this movie it really feels like they actually bonded and went through some shit. Because even in this movie, she overhears even though she first met him, she overhears this conversation with Eric and his I don't even know who he is, but it looks like he's about to be a stepdaddy. But Eric and this other guy pretty high up in the ranks, they're having a conversation where he's just saying how he doesn't want to sit all day, and he wants to do more, and he wants to be a better prince or future king. Ariel's just overhearing this, and she's hearing all these amazing things that he's saying, and it's he feels like she feels that he's trapped and he doesn't want to be trapped. It's a lot of stuff there. So it's like she didn't just see him and just fall in love with him or whatever. She actually heard something from him and connected with him on that level. So this movie just makes it make more sense. Fuck. Scuttle has her own song, and it is a her. Scuttle, I still like Scuttle. I like Sebastian, and Flounder is cool. Scuttle, I still like Scuttle too. The song that Scuttle sings in the movie, the crowd loved it. I didn't clap for it or anything, but they loved it. They really did. So, shout out to you, Scuttle. I like the song though, but I feel like this song actually pauses the movie for me, where Prince Eric's song didn't. Because this song, it was just a longer version of Scuttle saying, "The prince is gonna get married today," like, but it's like a whole 2-minute song of Scuttlebutt. Did you hear the who's it? What's it? It's like a whole thing. It's a whole ass thing. It was just, I feel like that was a little unnecessary. Felt like it was unnecessary for that to be a song. I mean, you could have still gave Scuttle a, I don't know. It's not that crazy though. It didn't take me out that much, but it did feel like more like a pause than it progressing. I mean, it progressed because it does that whole. I don't know. I just didn't like it that much, but it's just whatever. It's nothing that would get me out of the movie. Like for me to not like it. Talk about the ending. Yeah, that was really. I like that part of the ending. I'm trying to think of other differences that stand out to me in this moment. Sebastian, I like Sebastian. The only thing I didn't like about the Under the Sea song, just there wasn't as many background vocals as the original. Like the original has like all these just random background people singing the song, and it just livened up the whole choreographed performance Under the Sea. And Ariel's in the song too. That made it a little better. Well, not make it better, but I'm talking about in the sense of not too many background vocals. So that kind of gave it more life. And I think the best part of the song was just the third act of the song. You know, the back half of it, where Sebastian's really feeling it, going all in, like giving a lot of vocal performance. In the first part of the song, he's kind of just trying to convince Ariel that Under the Sea is a little better. Then the second part of the song kind of picks it up because he notices that she's not really listening like that. Then the third part's like he's just going all in. Now it's just the song. He's just going in. He's feeling himself. So I wish the whole song was kind of like that third part of the song, where it's just really full of energy. But that's just me. I don't know. Let me know what y'all thought about that. Vanessa, there's like a part where Ariel's running back. She changed her mind. Like she's running back to Prince Eric, where they were about to get married. And there's just not much confrontation there. I know she can't speak, so they can't like. But when she goes back up there, she just grabs the necklace off of her neck and throws it on the ground, and like that's really it. Like there's just no confrontation there. I feel like there's something missing in this movie. I don't know what it is. But there's a really cool effect where she breaks the necklace and her voice is like ah, and it's just like floating and everybody's looking at it. So now they know magic's real, like for sure, unless they already did. But you see the voice is floating and it's singing the siren song, and it like goes into her throat, and like it transitions from like music, like just music, to like her voice. I don't know how to explain that, but like pretend like you put an MP3 over the movie and it's just like a song's playing, and then it becomes like her voice. It was just a really nice, smooth transitional effect, and I really appreciate it. That was really nice, that effect. Try to think what I mean. The underwater effects were pretty good. Nothing on the level of Avatar, but it was pretty good. It got really colorful. Lots of nice, colorful scenes under the water. Really nice seeing all the sisters of Ariel too. Yeah, I just really appreciated the ending where all the mermaids came above water and intertwined with the humans. I really appreciated that. appreciated the dialogue between father and daughter. Yeah, I mean, it's a great movie. I think I'd give it an A minus. I'm stuck between A minus and B plus, but I really no. I'm gonna give it A minus. I really love this movie. There's just something I feel like is missing. I can't put my fin on it. And there's also the part with Vanessa and Ariel, which I thought maybe that's what I was missing something there too. But overall, it's a great movie. Casted great. Think this is one of the best Disney live action movies, which is easy to say. And yeah, like when I think Flounder is just they could have gave Flounder something, but with Sebastian, he has his animated eyes. They're not animated, but they have like animated, unrealistic features to them, and he has an animated mouth. But Flounder is just straight up a fish, straight up, absolutely nothing else given to him to further accentuate that But besides that, yeah, A minus. I'm gonna stay with A minus. I love it. I love this movie. I've seen it twice now, and I shall be buying it on 4K Steelbook. You better bet. You better bet. But yeah, one of the best parts of the movie, man, had to be that. And I don't really care for the repraise of Part of Your World. I like it, but it was never that big for me. But in this movie, that was such a powerful moment in the movie. Sorry, opened a window on accident. That was such a powerful moment in the movie. Like, he gives you chills. That gave me chills. Nice performance. But that's it. I mean, if I think of anything, let's get in the comments. Let's talk about it. If I think of anything there, we can expand there. But I am just a man with a camera and a mic, and I'm out. Hit that subscribe button.